Hello friends, welcome back. It is a beautiful day. Spring has started to bloom here at our house on the river, and I've started my spring cleaning. It usually lasts for about a week, so I'm doing this and that. So I thought I would share with you what all I do during my spring cleaning. So I start with my bedroom because that's where I spend the most time. I have a canopy bed, and in the winter I have very heavy curtains. We actually don't turn the heater on in our bedroom, so it gets pretty cold. So we have an infrared heater in our bed, so in the winter we can shut the curtains and it stays nice and toasty in there. But in the spring, I like to switch out my curtains, like I said, and I strip everything off my bed. So while the mattress cover, dust ruffle, and everything is washing, I sprinkle baking soda on my mattress and let it sit. So before I put everything back on, I vacuum it up and change my sheets, of course, and I switch out my bedding. I like different bedding in different seasons. Some of you may know that already about me, but I'm putting lighter blankets on my bed. I am gonna leave my down comforter at the end of the bed because it is spring. It still gets chilly at night. But yeah, I just like to lighten everything up, and this is where I start. So everybody has their own way of washing things, and I have a particular way that I wash my pillows, the sleeping pillows. They're all three different. Now, I do have two bigger pillows on the bed with the shams on them, and those are both feather pillows. I put them in the dryer on a very high heat for about a half an hour, and I don't put those in the wash. Because we don't sleep on them. But the three sleeping pillows I wash individually, and the reason being is because my husband's is a down pillow, and I wash it with a vinegar and very light laundry detergent mix. And I do the same thing with our down comforter. And the center pillow, sleeping pillow, is a down alternative. I wash it regular with a regular detergent. And my pillow is a My Pillow, so I wash it with OxiClean and a little bit of laundry detergent as well. So, like I said, I wash my down comforter with a vinegar detergent solution, and I do put it in the dryer, and I let it stay in the dryer for extra, like when I think that it's dry, I let it stay in there for probably a good 20 more minutes to half an hour, because I want to make sure that those feathers are really, really dry. It might sound strange, but as soon as I switch out the curtains and the bedding, it makes my bedroom feel bigger. So I do like to tie my curtains back because we're not going to be pulling them closed at night because they're really not going to hold any heat in. So I do like to tie them back. So I pull them back, and then I kind of untuck them just a tiny bit so they can drape on the sides, and it just kind of gives it a light, airy, breezy feeling. When the weather starts getting warmer, I'll open my windows at night, and I just love that breeze blowing in. And to me personally, there is nothing more relaxing than watching the wind blow through shears. It's just so relaxing to me. So this is the time of year that I'm also going to pull my dressers and chairs and desks and things out and vacuum underneath everything. I do sprinkle my carpet with a Carpet Fresh as well and let it sit on there for about 3 hours, then vacuum it back up. I dust everything, starting with the ceiling fans, working my way down. The only thing that I'm not able to pull out is my bed. I'm not able to move it, but yeah, everything gets clean from top to bottom. What are you doing, Bossy? I have slobber on my knee. I get you. I'm gonna get you. Ow! So this is the time of year that I'm going to clean both my coffee pots with a vinegar water solution as well. Look how high the river is. Our little island in the middle is completely underwater. Okay, next on my list is this cupboard in the hallway, kind of off the kitchen. And I use this for kitchen utensils, kitchen stuff. But I also have sheets and stuff in here too, and it just becomes such a cluttered mess. Like, especially because we went through the holidays and those sheets have just got to find a new home. So naturally, I'm going to take everything out first, evaluate what I've got, get rid of what I don't use, and start organizing. Okay, I've got everything out, and I've noticed there's spilled stuff, and I'm thinking maybe from the coffee pot. If we have our coffee upstairs, so the coffee pot downstairs is used only when we have company, and it gets stored in here. I also have popcorn in there, so it must have fell out of the popcorn maker. But I'm going to clean everything. I'm going to dust it out first, and then I'm going to clean it with a disinfecting cleaner. And I like the Mrs. Meyer's Basil. It's my favorite scent. And I clean the inside and the outside. Once I get that cleaned, then I'm going to pull out some organizers that I found at Walmart. Actually, I found those at the grocery outlet, and I think they were around $5 each. I just thought they were really cute. They're kind of a basket weave look, just plain white, but they're a really heavy-duty plastic, so I liked that. I kind of lay everything out and see how I want it to sit in there, and then I can decide what goes where. So once I get that done, I'm gonna start cleaning all of my kitchen gadgets and the small appliances. And although I clean them before I put them in the cupboard as I use them, they do get like stuff on them, probably from the bottoms of the other appliances or something. I'm not really sure, but I do clean them. And if it's something that can go in the sink, I do wash it in the sink. I organize things like with like. So this is like outdoor or paper plates, paper cups, napkins, and that's in a carrier. So I could carry it outside if I wanted, straight from the cupboard. And like I said, I clean everything. I clean out my toaster traps, the toast crumbs in the bottom that accumulates. And like I said, if I can clean something in the sink, then I clean it that way. So this is from an old chest freezer. I think it's perfect for organizing with. It's also great for like if you're going camping or something, carrying stuff. Anyway, I love those. I save those. Speaking of freezers, I'm also cleaning out and defrosting the freezer in my kitchen and in my garage at this time too. So everything is organized. I've got an empty basket, and I like having extra space when I'm done. This has like hand sanitizer, oil lamp refills, and everything is like with like. So like baby things I have, the smaller like hand mixers and stuff. I think that it's gonna make it a lot easier to keep it nice and neat and orderly, and I'm very, very happy with how that turned out. So I'm also going to pull out my stove and clean underneath it. It was really bad. And not only under the stove, but on the side of the stove, if it's right next to the counter like that, stuff can drip down. That is so gross. So I'm gonna spray that and let that sit on there while I clean the floor. I'm also going to clean out my oven and the stovetop, underneath the stovetop. So you can just pop that top right up on your stove and clean underneath it. I'm sure most of you know that. You can see I just pop it up and clean underneath that edge. And yeah, I'm gonna just make sure everything is nice and clean. I'm doing the same thing with my refrigerator, pulling it out, and I'm cleaning the inside of the refrigerator out as well. And the coil vent at the bottom of the refrigerator, I vacuum that out, and I wash the grate on the front. And I also clean out my dishwasher at this time too with a vinegar solution. As you can see, the water level has gone back down and the sun came out. Okay, so for those who follow me, you might be able to tell, but I kind of doubt it. But I've actually rearranged my furniture just a tiny bit. It happened when I pulled all of my furniture out and swept and mopped underneath everything. I vacuumed the backs and sides of the couches, the window sills, cleaned the windows. I've taken the curtains down from the other side of the room. I've left these up. I'm not sure if I want to take them down yet. I usually switch the curtains out in the summer to sheers and take the colored curtains down, but I haven't done that yet. Right now I'm taking all of the cushions off of my couch and vacuuming, and I'm actually putting Carpet Fresh down on my couch, and then I'm putting the cushions back on without vacuuming it. I know that might be strange to some people, but I put the Carpet Fresh down and then I put the cushions back on, and I just leave it like that. And I'll probably vacuum it up maybe in about 5 months. And I'm vacuuming the tops and the front side of my couch, and then I'm gonna spray everything down with Febreze. So the Febreze and the Carpet Fresh are both fresh linen scented, and I just prefer those. They just smell really clean to me. Yeah, I'm also going to be cleaning the outsides of my windows as well. I just have not got to that yet, and I'll be cleaning my deck and also my hot tub area. It's like a separate room. But yeah, this is a normal part of what I do each year. So once I get done with this, I'm going to move on to my laundry room. So my laundry room is in my garage, and I actually had my husband move it from inside of the house to out into the garage. I just like it that way better. But as you can see, everything is a mess, and I clean the inside of my washing machine probably about twice a year. This spring is the first time. It just gets stuff in it, and you know, it's got constant dirty clothes and stuff in there. Things get around the edges and under the lid, and it just gets dirty. I remember I had a friend many years ago who had never done this. I had showed her how to do this, and it was shocking to me that she had never done this before. She had never heard of it. So hopefully she does it now. But yeah, I'm going to clean out the inside of my washing machine and the outside as well. So I'm going to run a vinegar detergent solution inside with no clothes, just to like freshen everything up, make sure it's nice and clean. I do spray the inside of it with a disinfectant as well. But I'm going to clean the outside. It actually gets paint splatters and stuff on it because it is in the garage. It's right next to the utility sink. So, you know, cleaning out paintbrushes and stuff, it gets paint splattered on it. So I'm going to pull everything off of these shelves, and they're just cleaning supplies, and clean everything out. This literally only gets done once a year, and it gets so unbelievably messy. So I'm going to refill my little container here with my SOS pads, and I cut them into 4 pieces because when I use them, if I use a whole SOS pad, it's going to get wasted. So I just cut them into 4ths and I put them in this container. Just makes it a lot easier for me. And I'm just going to start organizing things kind of like the same as I would do inside. So if it is, of course, I'm finding things that don't even belong in here. That always happens. Every year I find things that don't belong. So I'm going to clean out the containers as well because they get really gross. This is a garage, so it's very dusty. But yeah, I'm just going to clean everything out and start putting things back together because through the year, they just kind of get put back up there wherever they fit, and things get lost that way. I don't really know what all I have. So I'll put like things back together. So these are more like kitchen type items that I'll put in this container. And like I'll put all of the laundry stuff together and outdoor cleaning stuff together, the vacuum cleaner stuff together. And I do clean out my vacuum cleaner right now as well. During my spring cleaning, I clean my vacuum cleaner, the outside, take all the pieces out and clean the inside of it, cut off any hair or string or anything that's on the brush at the bottom. And I always put a little bit of essential oil on the vent in my vacuum cleaner. That way when I use it, it's releasing that scent. So I do that a couple times a year. So yeah, like I said, I find things as I'm cleaning this stuff out, like, how did that get in there? Okay, so the things that are on the second shelf up are things that don't get used as often. So these are vacuum cleaner belts and bags and a random snake. My husband thinks he's funny by putting things like that in places where I'll find it later. Okay, I am not super scared of mice, maybe a tiny bit, but the dryer buzzer went off right when I was showing it to you and it freaked me out. I don't know why, but it did. Okay, everything is clean and organized and orderly. It's my favorite part every spring when I can find what I'm looking for, especially in this area. And I know what I need now when I go to the store. So Yeah, I'm gonna be working on my attic space next. It's like a crawl space, so there's spiders above my head, so that is what really freaks me out. I'm not looking forward to that, but it needs to be done. So next I'm gonna be cleaning out underneath my bed. I have totes under there with my summer clothes, and I'm gonna pull those out and put my winter stuff away. So yeah, I haven't shown you guys all of my cleaning. It would take up too much time and the video would be too long, but I hope you enjoyed this video. And of course, as always, I hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.